is coming, but I'm prepared. I'll be gone for a while, but don't be scared. Right now, I don't know if I'll ever arrive. Where the grass is green, we're still alive. I hope I'll see you on the other side. I know that I'll be paying for the ride.
Looking to buy an executive penthouse in Houghton Estate? Good afternoon. This is Xavier with Luxury Homes Johannesburg. Today we are back in this exquisite estate. We're about to tour this stunning penthouse together with Nuno, listing agent from Chas Everett International. As always, specs on the house. This is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom, 3 parking facility penthouse. Without further ado, Nuno.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having me. Xavier, always a pleasure and honor to be on your channel. So without further ado, I'm going to be taking you through this amazing double-story penthouse. It's actually a bookend penthouse inside the Houghton Estate. 520 square meters of internal space, and the large sort of renovation was done in 2016, and what you're about to see today is just mind-blowing in what you're actually seeing. It's very private, which is obviously what you want, and when you're paying that good money, you want privacy. So the moment you walk out your lift and into your own home, so it's direct access into your unit. So there we go, there's the lift, and as you step inside, you're already greeted with the openness and great flow. So you have art, which is pretty much spread out throughout. You have lights that actually adjust and move to shine onto it, and then pretty much floor to ceiling, Italian doors, windows, tiling. Everything that you see was made for the space. A lot of it is unique to its space. When I speak about the bespoke pendants in the dining as well as in the entertainment. But guys, what's not to love? As you step inside, you just see views of the golf course. We are literally facing northwest, and you have east views as well. From your laundry and from some of the kids' bedrooms, you've got east. But for me, it's about the lifestyle. And a lot of penthouses are not sort of like family friendly. This is pretty family friendly because you just have one of your sort of patios where you can just relax as a family, but it is very family friendly where we are. That above you, as you look up, Xavier, that is the main bedroom. So you'll have a double volume main bedroom. But as you come to this side, almost facing west, you will see that you have a lake over here. And then in front of you, you also have the Houghton Hotel. So all residents inside here, they have full access to all the Houghton amenities. It is an award-winning hotel. So let's step into the lounge. As you enter, you'll notice that you have the stunning feature wall. This is all walnuts, all solid wood, very expensive. You also have motorized blinds in most parts of the home. And then you'll also notice that you have obviously your stunning lighting, and you have a stunning feature wall in your entertainment. This is all Italian marble. Everything was made for the space. So you have Italian furniture, and it can be a part of the sale as an extra. And then in terms of your wine cellar, right in front, it's all temperature controlled. And then in terms of the reinforcement, it's polystyrene imported from Germany. As you get ready and you want to make a delicious meal, you grab a bottle of wine, you come sit down with your friends and family and you enjoy it. And then in the center over here, you have your dining room. I just love how it all comes together. It almost looks like art in itself. And then as we come to this space over here, again, you could either have like a little couch, and then you have a Juliet balcony. So as this opens up, get that free-flowing air into the space, and it just is very impressive. Faces Rosebank and the golf course, your Jack Nicklaus 18-hole golf course.
Very nice. The lifestyle.
The lifestyle, exactly. And that's what the Houghton have just nailed. They've just got everything in one place. So stepping into the kitchen. So it really is stunning. You can see you have a stunning island in the center, just anchors the space so beautifully, and just great flow. And then all integrated appliances, everything is Siemens, from your oven, induction, integrated fridge, freezer, as well as your microwave. And then you have your coffee station, sort of informal or breakfast nook area. And then in front of me, to your left, you have almost like a study section, but it can also be a safe. You have a security shutter that comes down, and then what you need safe and secure, you can put inside there. And then it just flows into your laundry. You have a really big laundry and scullery section with your American shutters. So this just opens up and closes very effortlessly.
Would you ever want to close this? Because I've never had a laundry with view.
Exactly. And also as you look up, you've got your ducted air cons, which is pretty much throughout. And also just like there's a whole lot of extras to the home. There's home automation, there's underfloor heating throughout, so ground floor and upstairs. But I just love the openness. So let's go upstairs. Let's run upstairs. Let's go have a look at the more private parts of the home. We'll come back down, explore the gym room.
Stunning staircase, Nuno.
As it almost looks like it's floating from where you are.
Massive steel beam. And yeah, like you said, those steps are nicely put on top of it. Jeez, look at that.
Impressive, right? And then as we walk up, as we get to this lane, again, you can have one of your most prized possessions, which is one of your art collections. And then as we come upstairs, we have 3 stunning bedrooms. But before we go to the bedrooms, I want to look down. So we have wide planked oak flooring.
Very nice. And it flows nicely from the stairs.
And it's very expensive. Okay, let's go through. I just want to show you the main bedroom.
Light, no.
This, for me, is one of the most impressive main bedrooms. And in terms of the positioning, is just out of this world. So you will see you have your double volume ceilings, you have your B&O integrated speakers, and also just like small things. We have your double blinds. So you have one that's sheer, one that's block out. So are you a hotel person, or you want to sleep in, or do you want to be woken up at the crack of dawn and get your day going? So there's a few sets of Juliet balconies in your main bedroom is one of them. And that being this glass pane over here, this makes it your Juliet. But everything, also in terms of the TV, you have a TV hydraulic arm. So you can almost just stop it wherever you want, and then it just goes right back. But beautiful heights.
And like I said, obviously these are automated blinds, am I right?
Automated blinds in most parts of the home. And then as we step into the bathroom, perfectly positioned bath where you can just sit in and enjoy that view with a glass of champagne. Double vanity behind me with your white quartz tops. Hunt's grower taps. I love it when it comes out of the wall itself, the lighting. You have your double shower heads as you step into the shower. And again, it's just in the center.
I think that is one of the most impressive glass encased double showers I've ever seen. Right in the middle of a room. How cool is that? And then of course, your toilet. Nice and separate.
Nice and separate, hidden. But it's all here. And then your walk-in closet. Beautiful, right?
Very nice. And I love the fact that this is, the downlights are coming from the bedroom into this walk-in area. Love it.
Look at the material. This to me looks like it's an oak wood. And it just gives it that warmth and makes the space so inviting. Obviously you have your high gloss, which just gives it that modern contemporary feel. But just how everything comes together, from the oak flooring to the rich cabinetry. But this space right here, lying in bed and waking up and just seeing this view, it just makes me feel like I've made it.
That's a good way to put it. And speaking of which, when I walked into the room next door, which is our second bedroom,
Yes.
I thought that was the main.
Xavier, before they did the big renovation, this was the main bedroom right here. And then this section over here used to overlook the dining area. And they're like, no, we actually don't like that. So they closed it up. They spent a fortune creating what it is today. But for me, this is pretty much main bedroom territory. If you look at the openness, the size, the double vanities, the openness of the bath looking out west. And that's where you see your sunsets. And just that double volume, you also have your own separate toilet. Again, up to you if you want to frost it up to a certain point. Shower. But the space, the design, the layout, it really is very impressive.
Gives me that Cape Town feel when you walk in here and actually see the whole way through. The only thing is you're overlooking Joburg instead of boring water.
Agreed. No, but what's nice is that you've got the golf course literally on your doorstep. But the double volume ceiling, and again I mentioned the dual motorized blinds, just makes everything so effortless. Then you have your balcony over here overlooking one of the most expensive views in Joburg. So Xavier, if you look left, it was in the 12th call. I sold the penthouse for 22 million last year. So it really was special sale. And yeah, that was just one of the sales. What are you on the market for? You'll see down below and for more details. So I mentioned it in the intro, 520 squares of internal space, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. And Xavier, you mentioned the parking space. So it's a single car garage plus 2 parking bays and a storeroom. So a lot of extras. You have your ducted air cons pretty much throughout. This is the 3rd bedroom. Again, very family friendly. And again, just the size. It's just the extra large bedroom. And you have beautiful views. Lots of cupboard space.
Very nice. And of course, another ensuite.
And another ensuite, exactly. And again, you could always make it a double vanity if you need, but you don't need to. There's also double glazing in most of the bedrooms. This being one of them, it's soundproof, so you actually won't hear outside. And then I want to show you the den or the play area. So as you come up the stairs, as you go right, but you'll be obviously going straight, this is the den or the play area. And what you see here is bespoke. It's called a cartel bookworm bookshelf. Designer. You can obviously see all the books that are, yeah, it's so unique. I love it. I just want to literally take it, put it in my home so my kids can, enjoy this. But it really is a cool man cave in the heart of the home right here. It really is cool. Let's go downstairs. And if there are any questions, please drop them down below. And going back to the penthouse that I sold last year, if you go onto my Instagram page, you'll see it is pinned at one of the top so you can see what it actually looked like. But for me, the bookend it's a lot more private and exclusive. So as we come through, we've got your guest toilet over here. You had your green lit onyx, stunning, absolutely magnificent. I love that stone. And then this, it's up to you. It's a 4th bedroom ensuite with a kitchenette, but you could also use it as staff accommodation if you don't need the space. You have your own access to this stairwell. So yeah, you've obviously got access through there. And then you've got views going east, views going north. You've got aircon, but it's really nice and high ceilings. And kitchenette section over here, which for them, it made a lot of sense. And they really enjoyed having that help with them. And then you have your ensuite. You can see that you've got frosted glass for the toilet. And then the gym room. This is where you're going to wake up and go and enjoy a nice workout, but it can also be your office. So stepping in, you have the mirror, the views, the feature walls, and the warmth right underneath your feet.
Very nice. Love the flooring and the big mirrors on the side.
But I love the walnuts. I love everything about this penthouse. You're high in the sky with the most amazing views. Everything is bespoke. Everything has been renovated and tastefully done. So you know what to do. You need to give us a call, or give me a call on 076 156 1405, and this could be your new space to call home, and this could be your view.
There you have it, guys. I'll make sure to put all Nuno's details below. As always, send him any questions, viewing your requests his way. If not, you're more than welcome to drop comments and I will take care of you there. I think, Nuno, this is pretty much what you're selling. This is the lifestyle. How awesome is this?
And Xavier, I just want to mention one last thing. If security is what you're after, there's no safer place than the Houghton. It is a 5-tier security system. It's the boom, it's security, it's entering into the core and biometrics, and then your reinforced door. They've actually got a reinforced main entrance. So there you have it. I'm done. You're not going to hear another word from me. Say cheers. Thank you.
There you have it, guys. Thank you so much. As always, much appreciated. And I bid you an awesome evening.